Welcome back to my channel, the place where newcomers and Canadians learn how to master their money, protect their families, and build their future with confidence. If you're new to Canada, or even if you've been here a while but still trying to figure things out financially, you're in the right place. I studied finance in Canada and worked in the financial industry for over a decade, and still I ran into every obstacle you can imagine. And what I realized over time is that most of those obstacles weren't just about money, they were about mentality. Tips to build a strong newcomer mindset. Let me walk you through some real practical ways you can start building a stronger mindset, the kind that helps you move forward, not just survive. Now, I won't lie to you, this isn't something that shifts overnight. Mindset work takes time. It's just like planting a seed and waiting for it to grow. But here's the good news. With small, steady steps done consistently, you can completely change how you think, act, and show up in your life here in Canada. So it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Some of the things I'm about to share might sound simple, but if you stick with them, they will help you feel more confident, more focused, and more prepared to handle the ups and downs of life as a newcomer. And remember, everyone's journey looks a little different. So take what speaks to you, try things out, and don't be afraid to adjust along the way. This is about building a mindset that works for you, one that keeps you grounded, motivated, and in control of your next step. So tip number one, talk to people who are 3 to 5 years ahead of you. Find people who've been in Canada for a few years longer than you, especially if they came from a similar background. These people have already faced the challenges you're going through now. Ask them questions like, what do you wish you had done differently? Or if you could start over, what would you focus on first? Their answers might save you years of trial and error. It's not about copying them, it's about learning from their path so you can walk yours a little smarter. You'd be surprised how many people are willing to share advice if you just ask. It's like getting a sneak peek at the future and helps you plan better. Tip number two is invest in yourself. This doesn't always mean spending a lot of money. You can start with free YouTube videos, library resources, and community workshops. But if you can, don't be afraid to pay for a course or a certification that can open new doors. In Canada, your skills are currency. Learning Excel, improving your English, or learning French, or getting certified in something like accounting or healthcare can change your job options fast. It might not happen overnight, but over time, it leads to more freedom, confidence, and better income. Tip number three, stop trying to impress. When you first arrive, it's easy to feel pressured to look successful. Maybe your family back home expects you to send money or show signs that things are going well. Or maybe you're comparing yourself to people who've been here longer than you have. But trying to impress others with expensive clothes, a new car, or a flashy phone can keep you stuck financially. Don't fall into that trap. Focus on building your real life, not just the image of success. Real success is paying your bills on time, having savings for emergencies, and sleeping peacefully at night. That's what counts. Tip number four, visualize your future. Sometimes we're so busy surviving that we forget to dream. What is your dream? Taking a moment to ask yourself, where do I want to be in 5 years, is powerful. Try writing it down or creating a vision board. It doesn't have to be fancy. Even a few photos or words on paper can remind you of your goals. Maybe you want to own a home, start a small business, or be debt-free. When you have a clear picture of where you're going, it's easier to say no to distractions and yes to the habits that lead you there. Tip number 5. Practice new habits. Small habits can create big change. Start with one or two things. Maybe making a weekly budget or waking up 30 minutes earlier to plan your day. These things might seem small, but over time they build discipline, and discipline brings results. It's like working out. The first few times feel tough, but the more consistent you are, the stronger and more confident you become. Even 15 minutes a day of something productive can shift your whole mindset. And finally, tip number 6, give yourself grace. This journey is not easy. Starting over in a new country is one of the hardest things anyone can do. So if you're not where you want to be yet, that's okay. You're learning, you're growing and adapting, and that takes time. Be kind to yourself and don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. Some days will be tough. Some weeks will feel like nothing is moving. But every step counts, even the small ones. You're doing better than you think you are. That the journey of starting over is something many of us are walking together. Your mindset will either hold you back or push you forward. And as a newcomer, building the right mindset is your most powerful tool. We talked about the importance of surrounding yourself with people who are a few steps ahead of you, investing in yourself, even if it's just with time and free resources, and letting go of the pressure of impressing others. We also talked about the power of visualizing your future, really taking the time to imagine the life you want here, and doing small daily habits that will yield transformation over time. And most importantly, we talked about giving yourself grace. This journey is hard. You will have setbacks, but every step you take matters, even if it's not perfect. I want to remind you of something I said earlier because I believe it in my whole heart. Remember, everyone's journey looks a little different. So take what speaks to you, try things out, and don't be afraid to adjust along the way. This is about building a mindset that works for you, one that keeps you grounded, motivated, and in control of your next step. There is no one-size-fits-all plan here. Some of you might be thriving right now. Others might be wondering how you can make it through the night. Wherever you are, it's valid. And every small choice you make today to budget, to learn, to rest, to try again is shaping your tomorrow. If you found this episode helpful or inspiring, please don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. We'll be diving deeper into personal finance, real-life challenges, and stories that matter to the community. And leave a comment. It helps more people like you find this space. I'm also leaving some free resources for you in the description below. Make sure to check them out. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I'll see you in the next episode.